What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Now, unfortunately, last night went two different ways. We had a very strong start to round one of True Sim. Blitzed out to a 4-stroke lead through 18 holes. We're feeling good. And then it's the US Open. And so round two happened. And, you know, we start to miss a little bit. The putts that were all dropping in round one suddenly weren't dropping. We weren't able to make some par saves. We start putting some bogeys on the card. And then at the very end, we have a chance for birdie. I take a dumb layup and end up out of frustration taking a double bogey instead. And we shoot 14 under, 2 under. Not great. That being said, round one, good enough to put us in a spot where we are 4 strokes back of the lead through 2. We're going to need a really strong weekend in order to put ourselves up into the lead. Whether that'll hold for a win, I don't know. But yeah, that one stung. That one stung. I don't know, maybe it was getting out too well. You know, trying to keep the foot on the gas, and I kind of, I don't want to say laugh, but like you see those guys that jump out to, shoot 7 under in a major to start a tournament and then kind of fall off. It is not easy. We are kind of in that position where we don't win often, really at all. We've won a couple of times in 2K23. We haven't won in this game. We're trying to put ourselves in the situation, repeatedly to try and make ourselves more comfortable in the moment, but it's not an easy thing. It is not an easy thing by any stretch. So we're gonna get after it again tonight. Try and take things 1 stroke at a time. See what we can do. Hopefully, play well and be happy with it. But let's go get warmed up. John, welcome back. Rio, welcome back. Lance, what's going on? You're about to start your True Sim rounds. Playing your first 2 rounds tonight. Guess I'm playing 3 and 4 tonight. Might need an update to the stream title. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I updated the thanks. I updated the YouTube titles and I forgot about the Twitch one. Yeah, we shot rounds 1 and 2 yesterday. I don't know if you caught it. I said we shot 14 under, 2 under. We were doing all right in round 2, and then the bogeys kind of led to a mental derailment. So, yeah, that's always fun. That's always fun. So we still need to do career mode. We still need to do career mode. As much as I don't necessarily want to, we've got some stuff from career mode to still collect. Gotta hang with the YouTube people today, Rio? Alright. Works for me. Yeah, I mean, the streams are the exact same. For a short stretch, at least was under the impression that I was putting out better stream quality over there. But after getting some things situated and having some internet issues and things, now Twitch and YouTube are all on the same. Because I was having some encoding stuff, so I don't know what had changed. It was from an update to OBS or something. I'm not entirely certain, but yeah, it is what it is. All I can hope is that at some point Twitch allows me to put forward a little bit better quality. Because let me see, what is my... I mean... Jeez. Yeah, we are running like... We're running like 85-90% GPU. And like I have a capture card. So I guess that's just the cost of the double encode with the vertical. Hey, thank you for the YouTube sub, Rio. Appreciate it. Beta for 2K, yeah. I thought about requesting access to that. My only thing about it was that I don't know how the game would even look upscaled, because I'm streaming, or I'm playing the game 1080 locally because I have 1080p monitors. I didn't get 4K monitors when I last updated my PC. Should I have splurged a little bit? Maybe. But I didn't. So I'm playing 1080 locally, so the feed is, I'm assuming I don't know if the capture is 4K and downscaled, or if the capture is also at 1080. Like, I don't know how that works, because technically this, I forget how I have it set up. I think it's coming back out directly from the capture card. Something I would have to look into. See if the 2K, because then I mean, at the end of the day, I would be broadcasting the same on Twitch and YouTube. But hey, what's going on, ears? Hopefully no tornado warnings tonight. No, we should be good. I think the storms are all past us. Don't think we're gonna be having any issues tonight. At least I hope not. 180, 192. To the low 200s. I want to test this. This is like will it off of this downslope and everything, like launch out there, land in the heavy rough to like kick onto the green? Because the rough bounces really helped to take out stuff. It just didn't turn over, but that's not bad at all. $116 green, so I feel like I can get a little bit more aggressive with these. %84. Hey, what's going on, Max? How we doing today? Alright. Spyglass is not necessarily the easiest warm-up course, as far as like career mode stuff is concerned, so should be a good little test. Try and see how our swing feel is today. Yeah, so I gotta look into the 2K stuff, like what I'm natively rendering at, because the other thing that concerns me, like, I could always do it like to 1080 and then upscale it to 2K. I don't know if like, I don't know how that works when you have a native canvas in like, I mean, in 1440 and have it like downscale to 1080. I don't know how stuff translates. That's one thing that I've never really looked too much into. Is this gonna make more sense? I have a feeling this is short. I'm gonna use this as a test. This should be short by a couple of yards. This is kind of the test of like the uphill here. I underswung it, so it's definitely short. But there was actually bounce to it. There was actually bounce to it, probably because it's uphill. Now these are the putts. These are the putts that I have to make at like such a higher clip. Like such a higher clip. $60. So I'm gonna need, I'm trying. I'm trying. I need help. I need help. I'm a little bit offended. Bot says that I'm too smart for his counting method, but like, clearly I need something dumb. Something simple, straightforward. Because whatever I'm trying does not work. It doesn't work. We get lucky from time to time when it comes to like making true sim reads, but I don't know what it is. Because I also will miss putts like that in true sim, so it's not like an exclusive thing. Just go straight at it? I don't know. Okay, it did play a little bit more there. What's going on, Fat Seps? Is my GUR top 10 during tourneys? Are you talking? You're talking for plat? Let me pull up. Let me pull up the last couple of events. My proximity and GURs are typically pretty high. Maybe not top 10, and like they're not gonna have the GUR stats here. But let's see. Last week we were 12th in GUR, 70th out of 90 in putts per hole. And I'm pretty well, I'm a good driver at 4th in driving accuracy. The week before, 5th in driving accuracy, 11th in GUR, 23rd in putts per hole. So we actually did better. Week before, 15th in driving, 15th in GUR, 47th in putts per hole. And at the last major, we were 1st in driving, 8th in GUR, and 72nd in putts per hole. Oh man, it never gets old looking at how bad my putting is. Couldn't be more feel if you tried. I've gone back and forth. I've tried, like I'm trying everything, Rio. I'm trying everything. I try feel, I try counting. Some days, some work better than others. Obviously, I have to be more feel than count on True Sim. There we go. I mean, those are kind of putts that, like, you'll probably see a lot of at Oakmont. Maybe with a little bit more sideways break going on, but can't be top 10 putts per hole if you're hitting that many greens. Too many people that don't hit greens and make up and downs. Yeah, and I understand that stuff is a little bit skewed. What's whoa? Let me look. Let me look real quick. So putts per hole. Whoa. Yeah, this is Peconic. So from the last major, Woe was 2nd in GUR and 11th in putts per hole. The week after that, he was 4th in GUR, 1st in putts per hole. I don't know that that's maybe the best person if you're really trying to make that argument. He was 19th in GUR, and 11th in putts per hole. He was first in GUR and 4th in putts per hole. Yeah, he's just really good. What was just really good. No, there is, you are correct to a point there. Like, there is definitely something to be said about the players that are, you know, that have strength in going up and down. 100%. I know this is ballsy as I'll get out, and I didn't hit it. So natural area, you cannot pick it. Okay, so I gotta see this. So this says 20. I thought it was 25 yards, but I'm realizing that I was completely wrong yesterday. What am I looking for a marker on? What is my min distance? It's 27 yards on the spinner. Okay, I straight up thought it was 25. And so when I added the distance on yesterday, that's what screwed me up. I tried to do the partial and I thought 90 was, I was like, the A marker is not lining up with what I think. And then, okay. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. All right. Everybody's favorite, because I surely cannot hit this. Oh, I was on the other side of it? That's surprising. That's slightly uphill. We're going a little bit longer. Okay, does anybody have tips for, like, pick shots? Like, those partial shots that come way up. Getting the partials on those, I'm, like, really, really bad. Engineering likes to read the data. I need help. Yeah, no, I need help. And here's the thing, Fats. I was like, I'm a software dev, so that's why the feel part is so hard for me. You know, I try and feel, I try and read. I try everything under the sun. But I can't quite seem to process. Why do I keep 98%ing it? Not helping anybody. Not helping anybody by taking 2 to 4 yards up. You constantly overpower. I think I tend to underpower them. I think that's where my tendency lies. But yeah, like, so I've tried different counting stuff. But the hard part is you have to, the thing with counting is you have to identify what this break is properly. Because if you don't, then the rest of it is completely screwed. You know, like that's... And I don't know, there's probably caveats for when, like, it's of a certain length, you know, or things like that. So, or if it's downhill versus uphill, like if there's extra adjustments and things, there's probably a lot of stuff like that to it. And I'm like definitely trying. What is it? 54. Overswung it. I don't know, like I feel like that was kind of in a decent spot. Missed my transition, but yeah. I don't know. I had, there was like a stretch of time in 23 where I had come up with putting mat. Like I've gone back and forth through 3 games now. Like 2K25, I counted and then I didn't, then I counted again, and then 2K25 or 3 I counted and then I didn't, or I didn't and then I did. Like I've gone through so many different iterations. You know, and I used to putt with more aggression. Like the putt math kind of changes if you're dying it at the hole versus playing it 2 feet past. Right, because it's all about line. We've had the, maybe not ad nauseum, but we've definitely had the conversation many a time of like, I am not the visual learner. I'm the close your eyes and see black kind of visualizer, which my wife thinks is crazy, but I'm just in that category of people. I know it's a thing. Some people can see stuff. Some people cannot. I cannot. Oh, I closed it. And I underswung again. What's going on, Eric? I do golf IRL. And to that point, I aim point, which shouldn't surprise anybody, because I can't visualize for crap. So feeling it with my feet, and I can't feel this stuff with my feet. I can't do this to my monitor. This doesn't do anything to my monitor. I need like a, I don't think I have anything. So I need like a, something really small, I don't know. I was gonna say like a pencil, but that's probably too fat still. Need to have a counting method that involves like holding a, I don't know, a straightened paper clip to my monitor. That's how I would, that's how I would judge my break. Maybe that's the key. What's going on, Jose? How are you doing? Mr. Mojo, welcome back. All right, 64%. 1% under, not the end of the world. Hey, there it is. Every once in a while. It's just, it's the consistency. It's not that I can't make stuff. I make stuff sometimes. But it's the consistency at which I do, especially relative to the proximity. I think that's the piece that's like left out of like when you look at the stats in green and reg. And that's why I would love if the stats broke down long putts more than just 10 foot plus, because I think I miss a very high percentage compared to what you should make at like 10 to 15, 10 to 20. Obviously there's context that's always left out, right? Like you don't know, oh, was the putt uphill, or like, that's probably a piece of my game that could use some work. Is like where I leave it. Because let's be honest, and everybody kind of knows it, I go for the hole outs. That really snapped. I mean, I closed it. I want to take that shot again. That's better. That's better. Gotta finish a little bit on this straighter. But yeah, my putting woes are well documented. We're making some strides in terms of just like pure inputs. Yeah, I think we're getting a little bit better at our putting line. I'm not getting as many where I'm like, oh, the contact or the swing path was so, you know, so far off that they might have actually affected the putt. And like our chipping line is getting a little bit better. I haven't hold chips really, but the line itself I'm feeling a little bit better about. We do have some wind, but it's pretty uphill. I'm gonna take some out of it. Why do I keep underswinging so much? It's a mental thing. More IRL putting might help. Yes and no. I think to a certain degree you're probably correct about that. Because that's one thing that I definitely am lacking, probably compared to a lot of people that play these games, is the IRL experience. But yeah, I think some of the setups that we play are just so unrealistic compared to real life in terms of the amount of break that probably doesn't paint the correct picture, but it probably would help me. More different drive ranges can be explored in this game? Wow, what do you mean by that, Jose? There's the one driving range, and then there are just the... I mean, there's a variety of courses, but there's just the one practice range. They do have some different places that you can do, you know, chipping and putting and stuff, though. Oh, that's such a tight window. Roll back. Oh. Favorite course, I'm in all things in life, Eric, and it's not to be like a cop-out answer. I am like, and people that have been around long enough can tell you, I am not really one for favorites. And to be honest, I just kind of show up and play. Play whatever they tell me to play. But yeah, I'm horrible at picking favorites. Which is perfect, because then as I have more kids, I won't actually have to lie to them about a favorite kid. I'll just be like, I don't have a favorite. What do you mean? Okay, I'm not changing my putt grip, and I think that's why I'm finishing so open on my putt contact. Okay, those trees are the problem, though. I was gonna say about like cutting the corner, but I don't think that's the case. Okay, now we're starting to 100% swing stuff. It's gonna be a long approach because with that wind, they've pretty well forced the dog leg. Hybrid's gonna be short, yeah? So I think maybe we give it a little bit extra. Oh no, I double miss? Kind of want to try this. I mean, I don't think I really have much choice anyway. Falls a little bit up. All right, 91%. So let's do this as a little bit of an experiment here. So 100% swing is there. Okay, that's 1% under. Not the worst. Not the worst. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, it's downhill quite a bit. Probably playing about 15, so that's carrying out to 172. Got the diagonal 12 mile an hour. 82. I think this is long. I'm gonna play. If I play this choked, how's this gonna be? 165. 172. Try and sit it a little bit softer. Oh, that was good feel. I mean, that was perfect feel. It landed freaking right next to the hole. What up, Darren? Fittings tinkerer? No, not really. Not really. I mean, like, I'll edit stuff, you know, when the season changes over, but I think the only thing that I've messed with since the last, I think with this season I changed my fittings around and stuff for my putting stats. And really went heavy on weight and rhythm. But yeah, I probably won't tinker with anything again until next season unless I really start to get fed up with the way that something feels. I keep underswinging. Keep doing it. %67%. Seabass, welcome back. Too firm. Too firm. Or too high, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's not in the hole. That's the part that's the worst. Yeah, what's going on, Joke? How we doing? How we doing? All right, a little bit down. Downhill lie. We'll take some off. I think it's just kind of the wind peel in this one. Ooh. That one carried still a little bit further than I wanted it to. It's cooler now? Yeah. The storms came through here. Definitely a little bit nicer. We had a little bit of a weather front that missed us. We just kind of got a little bit of mist, but the breeze that it brought with it was pretty nice. That missed low. That had so much aim out to the right that it actually missed low. Okay, so that's good mental note. Pretty good mental note. This is landing right around pin high. I gotta be safe and kind of make sure that we get this left. So scary to go over the water. Yeah, like you could take it a little bit more over the water, but that's still gonna be low, huh? Well, when you underswing it by 3%. Those are tough too. Those are tough too. Those ones that are like in the 40s there, anything, I mean, that's what's gonna be tough with Oakmont on these green speeds, is you're not gonna need a lot of power. You're gonna have a lot that are, you know, under that 50%. I feel like once you go inside of like 48%, 45% or so, then the putt power gets kinda tough. This is going to carry into the 50s. Is the pitching wedge going to have enough legs? Maybe fade it. That's not it. That's fairway bounce. For irons, I'm full swing path and contact on that. For me, it's all accuracy. Same with my wedges. Same with my wedges. That's all accuracy driven. I've got a little bit of power on my 3-wood and hybrid, and then accuracy, and then I've got all power on my driver. And I guess 1 accuracy, because I guess with the fittings changed this game, yeah, I'm able to get a little bit more out of it. Just playing like 115. Like a 14-mile-an-hour wind. I'm gonna play it. We're gonna be a bit long, but I'm hoping that the 50, even in this wind, rolls back. I pulled it. Alright. We got a putt for bot. %. Here we go. Oh man, that's close. We're doing all right, Sergio. We're just getting warmed up. Just getting warmed up. Yeah. The same old when it comes to putting. Missing a few contact or swing path here and there, so just trying to get locked in. wow, still was off on the wind. %60. It's all guesstimating. I'm trying different stuff. I don't know. Trying to count on stuff like that. I don't know if when it's that big of a break, if I should just give it up and the counting should only be for like a certain putt distance or a certain amount of break. I'm okay with the underswing, honestly. So our new magician build this week feels cleaner. Yeah, I get that. I haven't tried technician. I don't know. I just like the way that the way that the sculptor feels and the ability to shape my shots, you know, back to the same, you know, when I get out of position. I don't think that what's holding me back is, like, I feel like our consistency is high enough on Sculptor that I don't think the extra forgiveness of Technician is what's lacking from our game. You know, I don't think that's the thing that's hurting me. Like, don't get me wrong, we miss inputs, but yeah, we're human. I think everybody's bound to miss inputs regardless. I would love to see what the difference in forgiveness size is, though. You've been a technician since launch. Don't know why, but now magician just feels better for some reason. Maybe it's placebo effect. Maybe. For me personally, and I get some of the arguments with it. For me, magician just a couple things. I have learned the 70, like I've learned the sculptor amount of correction, and so I don't want to adjust off of that because I feel like that's gonna screw me up going with that little. But I value shaping quite highly, like having it at 90 for me feels like a must. But it also feels like wasted points in forgiveness, or what's the, not forgiveness, what's the lie range one? Whatever that stat is like, to me, feels a little bit wasted. Is it actually? I don't know. But for me, it does, because it's a recovery. That's what it's called. Recovery feels like a wasted stat for the most part, because I know we're one of the more accurate ones off the tee and on approach. You did something with your 7 streams in a row. I mean, that is something, Max. That is definitely something, Maximo. Appreciate you spending the time here. I don't know what I did right, but you're coming back for more, so I must be doing something. Yeah, I don't need the hats or anything. Did they fix it so that the wear and earn stuff actually shows up on Wednesday instead of Tuesday night? Seems like it. Yeah, again, we're not doing 5 rounds of Divot Derby, and I'm not grinding out that other stuff. They really want me... See, the thing is, I just don't feel... I understand there's a putter and 1,000 VC. I don't feel inspired to grind out every single archetype. I really feel zero inspiration for that. 2 of 10. I still have not... How many hours are we? That doesn't highlight my putting in a nutshell. 240 hours in, I've yet to make... I've made one 50-foot putt. And it wasn't on an official course, so it doesn't count. I've made 4 official putts of 45 or longer. Only at 65. I don't know. I don't grind that stuff like some people do. New leader in the clubhouse on Trusim through 2 rounds. 21 under, up by 1 on Sloaner. Get in there, Rio. GG's, dude. Yeah, man, I ran out. I mean, I was making every putt. 14 under round 1, and then just... I don't know what it was round 2. I couldn't get it as close. Wasn't making stuff. I had like a couple where it was like a chip, like a greenside chip to get up and down, and I missed it by like 1 or 2%, and it stopped on the top of the hill, and then I missed the putt. Bogeyed it. Like, I scored a couple of times. Like, I definitely could have gotten in if we were clean at 8 under, despite the struggle and been up there. But it happens. It happens. So they haven't done the challenges yet, right? Those have to be coming. Those have to be coming Wednesday or Thursday for the major. I think that tweet and stuff was preemptive. The rewards are claimed though. Oh, and you know what? It doesn't have the stars, like the completion bar is not showing the hidden stuff. Because there's definitely some stuff in game that's not like toggled yet. Because you could see the like completion percentage. You know, the number was out of the total, but it wasn't out of the total that were visible to the player. It was out of the total that existed. So those are a couple small things that they fixed in this patch today. Yeah, and there's definitely some times that like I may have gone a little bit aggressive. I definitely missed some inputs though at the wrong time. But there were probably some places that I got aggressive where I shouldn't have, and I should just played it back. But I don't know. I tend to get in like these rhythms where like I'm feeling my swing and like I just gotta trust it. And I feel like in True Sim, there are certain times where you definitely can be aggressive and it's worthwhile. All right, I'm trying to think here. Yeah, we've got 22 under in the Daily Master. I mean, those scores are definitely doable. What event is that for? I'm imagining that would be for yesterday's, right? Because 22 under guys tend to not shoot that low this soon into it. Someone to chase after? I hope so. I'm gonna have to put together though. I mean, what we're at 16. I think Sloaner got to 39. So I gotta go 24 to take the lead, which means I gotta average 12. I gotta average 12 under through the last 2 rounds. That's a tall task. That's a tall task. That round 2 really screwed me. But I mean, we're gonna try. We're definitely gonna try our best. I have to be better up here. I think after 14 under, like to take a 4-stroke lead, it's a 4-round tournament, and I keep saying that to myself, but there's got to be something in the back of my head that like put the weight of the world of like you have to win this now. You know what I mean? No bathroom breaks, just tie a knot if I feel the sensation. I don't take the breaks. I mean, I go to the bathroom during the breaks to maximize my time, but I take the breaks because of Twitch pre-rolls. I don't feel right, or I don't like being mid second round and knowing that like everybody that comes into the stream from there on out is going to get hit with an ad. I'd rather take the break, clear the ads out, and then for that whole second round, because like for me, from a viewing experience, if you're gonna view something for the first time, first off, if you've never seen a person or heard of somebody, like clicking into their stream and getting hit with ads sucks. But to like bring it into, I'm not gonna call it the pinnacle of, you know, the virtual golf content, but like very hard content, right? It's courses that people have heard of or maybe somewhat familiar with no grids, everything. Like we're locked in tournament mode, and when we're playing well, like I feel like that's a good showcase point. Hey, what's going on, Michael? BC, welcome back. Hard not to, well, yeah, like, also Raffles, get in there, 3 streams in a row, appreciate it. Thank you, Kara. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna play the Daily Master here as one last little warm up and then get going with it. What up, Basket? I did in round 1. That's what we were just talking about. So like I shot 14 under in round 1, and then it was like the round 2 was the opposite of like everything that was going. Like I was making putts. I mean, we even sunk like a 36-footer. We were sinking putts, we were making things, and then it, you know, the script flipped, and we were just missing things, we were just off, missed some inputs in the wrong spots, and then I let it get in here because I think it was a couple of things. It was the bogeys and everything started to eat at me, but I think you shoot 14 under and you have a 4-stroke lead on the clubhouse leader through 4, and like everything in your head says, like, I can win this thing / like I should win this. And like we have in what like, and so then when it starts to go wrong, it is very hard to keep the brain in check and like keep plugging away and get it back on track. So like, that's how it was last week of Elite for you. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, that's the other situation is like the 3-round lead. I think I've jumped out to round 1 lead twice now. Last week we almost clutched it out on the comeback, but I've had one bad round. It hasn't been a round 4 that's been the round that loses it for me. So far it's been like round 3 or 2. One of those 2 rounds has gone south when the other ones have been enough to win it if we can just kind of do a little bit more. But yeah, it is what it is. We fight every week. One of these weeks we will break through, I hope. I gotta keep telling myself that. There's all different theories, like if I didn't, you know, if we just went straight into round 2 and didn't take a break, or if we played all 4 in one sitting, or if we played 1 a day. Yeah, there's all sorts of different things that you can start to hypothesize about how it would go or whatnot. But yeah, I mean, the best golf that I play is when I am like free flowing. I'm not thinking about the score. I am shot after shot, like locked in. We hit a good shot, we move on to the next one, and like can just get on a roll. Because you'll find sometimes where I'll be like, after like a 9-hole stretch, I'll be like, wow, I didn't realize that we shot 10 under through 9 holes, or you know, whatever the ridiculous thing is, or like, oh, hey, look at that. Like, I shot 13 under through the last 13 holes, or something. Like, we always have those sorts of things that come up, but it's being able to get into that kind of, you know, flow state, if you will, enough times. How is 2K25 different from 2K19? Well, I barely even played the Golf Club 2019. I would say very different. I would say very, very different, because back then they didn't even have, I don't think, much of like a tempo mechanic. The swing is diagonal now. The aesthetics are way better. Hey, what's going on? Nothing, babe. All right. So I'm gonna put the code in the chats here if anybody wants to join. We're gonna get going in just a few minutes, like we were just talking about. We do take breaks, but I try and make it so that nobody misses anything. So we're gonna take a quick 3-minute ad break on Twitch. Go stretch, go to the bathroom, do what you gotta do, and we'll be back here. We're gonna play the daily 2K Ranked Tour Master event. So again, if anybody wants to join in, you are more than welcome. And then we're gonna hop into rounds 3 and 4 of True Sim. So appreciate you being here. Nothing but good to see you. And I will see you all in 3 minutes. BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. We back. Alright, if anybody else wants in, I'll leave it open for like another minute or so here. Daily Master 2K Ranked Tours. Anybody's welcome. Diagonal swing sounds realistic, I suppose. There's definitely some mixed opinions on it. In 2K21 and 23, they went with a tempo mechanic, so like it was your push, pull, and hook slice mechanic was defined by your downswing speed relative to a calibration. With this, they've moved the line and speed, or I guess it was just the hook The hook slice was based on the tempo. The line was based on the line. They've moved the line to just the backswing. The downswing is how your hook slice occurs, and then your down, like your speed, there's a tempo to it, but it's a distance adjustment. I don't know. It would be interesting and way tougher if they made the downswing tempo also affect your open and close, but I don't know what the right balance for that would be. All right, what do we got here? Medium, south, normal, normal, medium. All right, a pretty tame master. Good luck, good luck. But the diagonal swing has to do with the fact that they went with every character has, like, you choose whether you have a natural draw or a natural fade bias to your swing. And so you're swinging, you know, in to out or out to in based on which bias you have. And then if you want to, they don't allow you to hit like a pure, I mean, you can hit a pure straight shot, but you still have to have that bias. You can't shape it to hit straight and have that bias. Pushed it a little bit too in. That's going to end up in the bunker because this is Torrey Pines. No, so mine's a draw bias, and I just have a lot of shaping on it, so I'm able to hit a few yard fade from a draw bias. Norslade, thank you for the follow. All right, I have to play it left. Have to play it left. And I got low rolled. That stinks. It's so hard to tell. Sometimes those bunker lies play super clean, and other times they do not. Hold it, really good. Really good judge of the distance there, I feel like. Okay. So yeah, I play with the draw bias, but with the sculptor I can shape to fade. So it's kind of a weird thing of like, I tend to play either straight balls or fades. I play very baby draws occasionally if it makes sense. There we go. There we go. Line up our power drive, drive the green. What's going on, Smithers? Mild Stove, welcome back. Brendan, how we doing? True Sim, we shot 14 under, 2 under yesterday. Round two was rough. Mentally. We're getting warmed up here. We'll play True Sim after this. Getting warmed up with some Ranked Tours Daily right now. Go Birds! That's right. Fires me up every time I see that. Ever been to a PGA Tour event in real life? I have not, but I did get tickets to Aranamink for next year. So my first PGA event will be a major. I've technically been, I went to an LPGA event. I think it was a major. It might have been the LPGA US Women's Open like 15 plus years ago. I don't really remember it. It was probably more than 15 years ago. I went for a little bit. My like mom's cousin took me as a kid type of thing. So like I remember going. I don't remember much of anything about it though. I underswung that. Oh, I didn't. Just held on long enough. Shaped it too much, though. Yeah, probably could have hit that stock. Where's that? It's west of Philadelphia. I overswung it, so I'm gonna miss it high. I let myself listen to the transition. And by that I mean the vibration. It's the one thing with Master right now, like on the daily event, that's throwing me off, is actually having the vibration on. Got to the Allied Challenge where the Champion Tour plays in Michigan. 5-minute walk from your parents. PGA used to play the Buick Open there. Cat at the club and got to be a sign holder to see all the big names at the time up close. That's fun. That's fun. I thought about a couple years ago. I think I talked about it at some point. I thought about going to the Wells Fargo when I lived in, I think I was in Virginia at the time, but they were playing at TPC Potomac, I believe is the course there. I didn't end up going, but it ended up also being like very rainy. So I'm kind of glad I didn't go. Torrey Pines and Quail Hollow are unreal. I've seen part of Torrey from, I think it was from La Jolla Beach, because I was out in San Diego with my wife for TwitchCon in 2022, and we went up to La Jolla, you know, do all the sightseeing with the seals and whatnot. And I think you could like just kind of make out up the coast a little bit of the edge of Torrey Pines. You went to the Waste Management for a bachelor party. Yeah, that event, that would be a fun one to go to. Friends of my parents went there because they have a house out in Arizona. Like the friends are retiring out there, and so they were out this past year and went to the tournament. I have a Waste Management open hat because my grandfather actually like volunteered years ago for it, and so yeah, I have like an old dark green Waste Management open. I do not play often, Brennan, unfortunately, but that is the struggle of picking it up when you have a wife and kid. Doesn't make it the easiest to get into. So I have yet to play around this year. I think in 4 years I've played about 30 rounds. I get out to the range if the weather's nice, like once a week. Getting out to play is a different story. So I'm going out for my first round Friday. I think the weather's gonna hold up. But my handicap is like a 26.6 or something like that. I'm at the point where like I've just started to break 100 with some consistency. I play around there. Alright, a little bit of overpower. Get it to the front here and run it back. Not bad. Trying to get that 103. +20 rounds on this game. Well, I'm on this game, not IRL. Keep over swinging. Close. You and your wife have your first kid coming July 2nd? Hey, congrats, man. That's awesome. Hopefully you don't have to say goodbye to the courses for too long. Yeah, it's all about that, like, getting in rhythm. For me, it was like... It became a timing thing, right? Like, I can kind of go... For my wife, it's like the mornings are easier for her. It's the afternoons that, like, she needs my help more, so... You know, having to get out early to play, which isn't, you know, that's not the worst thing, of course. But it's just, it's finding that balance, getting comfortable with the routine of having a kid, and then you take it from there. Probably could have just gone with the stock shot. Played a little bit of loft. I don't know, taking the choke shot and trying to do that is probably a knucklehead decision. Oh man, the vibration is really throwing me off. Vibration is really throwing me off. Usually faster play? Well, I guess faster play depends on how you look at it. The afternoon might be faster because there might be less people and you can blitz on through, but also the afternoon might be slower because you've got more casual players. So kind of a toss-up on that one. Wow, now I'm pushing them open. Great vibes, party atmosphere, bar scene. See, the thing is, I don't drink, so like that would probably be the only awkward-ish part about it all. But I think it would still be a fun time. I keep over swinging it because of this stupid vibration. Never thought I think it's just because I've gotten used to not needing it, and now it throws me off. Better players get up early for a round, so it moves along better. I'm excited. The place near me that I'm trying out, because we moved in November, so I haven't played in like 9 months, and I haven't played since we moved, obviously. But when I signed up for my tee time, it said you book all 4 slots and you only pay for how many show up. So I read that as guaranteed solo slot. So I'm hopeful. It's tough because I don't know if I choke that. I feel like it's gonna be too short. Best advice for new dads that didn't think about before having yours? I mean, you just kind of have to own it. I think that's. And when I say that, I mean with like the dirty diapers and all, just certain stuff. You know, it's gonna be disgusting. It's gonna be whatever. Just own it, roll with the punches. You know, could say like nobody cares. Like if you're like your dad, you'll understand when you see other parents going through it. They'll understand when they see you going through stuff. Like, don't overthink it. Get in there. Doesn't matter. You stop booking online, most courses make you pay for all the golfers up front. This one, yeah, I think it depends on like the area you're in. All the courses that I've pretty well, or not all, but most of the courses that I have played, all were tee time booked online, pay at the pay at the course. There have been a couple of times. A lot of times the pay ahead is like for like the really whatever courses, or courses that are like, you know, you're going through like a Golf Now or some sort of third party service. So, yeah, for the most part, I haven't run into too many issues with that sort of thing. But I'm looking forward to, like, because if this is a nice course and like I can book a foursome and then be the only one, and they're like not gonna pair me up with anybody, pretty nice. Pretty nice. I feel like I gotta hit 7. I don't know if this is gonna roll out the way that I want it to, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Take those. It's the thing on like some of these courses you can do stuff like that. I keep leaving that club face open. Swing feel has to be like straight to more left. I gotta stop being right. I mean, it was less right, but Mr. Miyagi in a picture. I don't know, man. I picked a face and I gave him 69 in every stat. Everything else from there is out of my control. Hey, what's going on, Arkin? I'm doing well. How about yourself? We're just getting warmed up, trying to get these perfects rolling, but we're missing a few here and there. I do, oh my gosh. As soon as I start to anticipate the transition, my rhythm goes to crap. I don't get why on these they can't leave certain things open. Don't get why certain things can't be left open. Best that you fell asleep, GFS. We finished at 2 under. The old brain got in the way. The old brain started to get in the way. We just missed a few too many things and started to take some bogeys and get frustrated. Uh-oh. The no space, Mr. Miyagi. The bot is brilliant, so it thought it was a link. Okay, we're gonna get this up there and spin it back. Stop leaving it open, oh my word. Gotta stop. I like how making a putt from off of the fringe counts as a landing it on the green. Seems a little funny to me. I see now. Okay. Now we closed it. I don't know what to do anymore. What has happened to my swing feel? What has happened to my swing feel? Oh, now we pull it instead. Okay. I cannot seem to catch a break. Not seem to catch a break. Kirmada, thank you for the YouTube sub. You're going through it? It's alright, man. Just gotta keep battling. Think I'll be saying that IRL Friday? What happened to my swing feel? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's either going to be what happened to my swing feel from the range, or it's going to be like partway through the round, where did my swing go? And like, as somebody who is already a high handicap, that is very much so not a good place to be. There's the quad. Get a little cut back into the wind. Ooh. Profile pic was in the middle of the putt. Yeah, the ball marker thing, I mean, I get what they're trying to do with it. It's definitely not the best implementation. This is just throw this back there and get a putt. There's not even worth trying to like attack it, because you're not holing this one. This is not an ace hole. Although an ace hole might be something that you might call somebody. I don't know how I feel about this leave that I left myself. Underswung it. It does fade. It does fade though, Stove. But yeah, there should probably be some logic that like detects if it's in your line and changes the size of it or hides it. Okay. Yeah, because the thing is, like, we need to shoot really well in True Sim, and we're not going to shoot really well if our swing is off the mark. I mean, obviously you need the putting to kind of go with it, but it all kind of starts. Backspin. Can't make it not a thing on the putting green? Well, I mean, I think it's just supposed to be your ball marker in general. Like, you would still want to know where your playing partners and, like, opponents and stuff are. But I feel like you could definitely put some extra logic about detecting, like, if it's in your line or something like that to either show it for less time or something. I don't know. It's tough, though, because you also have, like, moving cameras and things. I mean, I guess the moving camera part doesn't matter too much. I don't know what that closed was. Well, not going for it in 2 now. I mean, that's always... I feel like they put it in that whole location so frequently. This will at least give us a spot where we can try and... You don't want to spin it off, though. Little backspin, little down the left towards the hole. Beautiful. All right. Good bird there. Eagle on the last toss at the double bogey last hole. Nice eagle. Nice eagle. That's a tough one. Also, Koof, I did not properly say hello. I know I responded to the message, but hi. Hope you're doing well. Oh, nice. We got a skirt. We got shorts. Get a little bit of VC going. Hey, what up, Jim? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Yeah, GG's nothing. Thanks for playing, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, not bad considering what it took us a really long time to kind of get going there. I guess, yeah, because when I say really long time to get going, we had 2 eagles in the last 4 holes of the front 9. To me, that felt slow because we had 4 pars going out. Not bad. Steady. We were fighting some mishits. Started to rein those in a little bit. Hopefully we've got those feels down for the evening. I haven't, Jim. I'm going Friday. First round of the year Friday. And then this is a good time to remind everybody I will then be out of town for the following week. So I'm going to try and have the YouTube shorts and everything go like normal while we're out of town, but there will be no streams next week. This week we've got normal stream tonight, Wednesday and Thursday. We're off next week, going on a cruise with the wife. So that should be fun. And then we'll be back and should be back into normal flow probably until July 4th week. I think July 4th week is the next time that we'll have, because that's a Friday, which means my parents will have the picnic on Friday, which means I'm probably driving to my parents the 3rd. So first week of July, after next week, we'll have a normal week and then probably a 3-day week, and then we should be good because I don't have any trips planned and I don't have anything. Anywho, I will keep you guys. I always try and keep you guys updated on stream in Discord as well. I'll try and throw a reminder in there. Opinion on cruises? I like them. I think cruises are nice for going places and like going and sightseeing and having a mobile home to come back to. I think it's very nice for that. My wife and I were going to do a Mediterranean cruise a number of years ago, but we got married, you know, for our honeymoon. We got married 2020, so COVID hit, and then we canceled that. But we're going to go to the Bahamas and Key West. Yeah, we were going to do a Mediterranean cruise, which, like, I think doing just, like, the Mediterranean and stuff, like, in Italy would be awesome travel. It's just there's so many more logistics to plan. And, like, taking public transportation and all of that. Like, I think if we went with, like, a group of people and we knew what we were getting into and stuff, that would be a cool thing to do. But a cruise is nice because it's like they take you somewhere. You have a guide. You get to go see the things. And then you come back. Your room is there with all your stuff. You know, meals are taken care of. You know, there's all that sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that's kind of the nice part about cruises is some of the logistics are just much less complex. Much less complex. I'm not saying that cruises are like the best way to travel, but there's definitely a convenience factor to it. Oh, you know, okay. So I Rio, if you're still lurking about, I misread. I thought Sloaner shot 39. I just can't read. So 36. So I need to shoot 21 on the weekend to put myself ahead. I feel even worse about my round 2, but it's okay. It's okay. Water so blue you couldn't imagine. Oh, I believe it. The bluest water I think I've been to personally has been Puerto Rico, where I could like actually see into the water and everything. Shot 71 under in this Stando. Did he not finish round 4? So that way I don't see him on the leaderboard. Trying to think. Yeah, I mean, I'm used to like Ocean City, New Jersey water, so yeah, you take most beaches over North Atlantic. Would have shot that at the worst. I don't know, man. He only shot 59 in CC last week, so I don't know. 71 at Erin Hills on True Sim. I don't know. That might be far fetched. All right, we're gonna take a quick 2-minute break, get the pre-rolls out of the way, and then we're gonna hop into round 3. So appreciate you all being here. Appreciate you putting up with Twitch's ads. Go grab a snack or stretch your legs, or I don't know, twiddle your thumbs for 2 minutes. Do what you want to do. I'll see you back here.
It's raining.
Ads. All right, we're back. Tampa Bay Gronkaneers. What a name. The drops are not live. I believe they go live tomorrow morning. There's two things that come to mind with that name. I'm assuming the Tampa is a play on Tom Brady, but I cannot help but hear Pat McAfee. Tampa Bay, I feel like, is very much something that would be in his vernacular. But after 1 week, he's going to be top in world golf ranking in no time. I mean, the thing is, if it's legit or if it's undetectable, whatever it is, I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing that I would love to see is the putting. I think because that's the part that stands out to me the most out of the stats. And a bit of what the approach game looks like, especially on this course, because fairway accuracy was like in the 60s, but I think it was like 3 greens missed through 2, which, knowing how fast and firm things are, like if you miss the fairway, I mean, even out of the light rough, my question is like, how do you hold things? You know? That's part of my question. I mean, the putting is what sets it like well apart. I mean, I suck, but 100% medium putts and 72% I think is what I saw for long putts in the tournament. Like, that's absurd given that the proximity to hole was like 28 feet. So like that's the part that is like, okay, what's going on there? But I mean, I can't, you know, there's only so much I can deduce. I mean, you hate to just go pointing fingers without anything tangible other than that doesn't feel right. But also, what is going on with Discord? Discord has not been enabling streamer mode automatically, and I don't know what happened. Anywho. Round 3. True Sim. In the major, Erin Hills. Of course, we're playing off the tips. What else would we do? High winds. Oh, God. Extremely firm, fast. Well, if round 2 didn't go well, we're going to see what's going to happen here. Extremes. Not going to lie, I haven't, like, actually played really extremes. Maybe only a couple of rounds total. I don't want to lay up off the tee, but I think I might choke this into the wind because gotta make sure we kind of get down and left. Okay, a little bit closed. We rolled it up into this bunker last round, so that's why I wanted to take the choke shot and try and be left, because I fear getting too far out. So this is extremely firm. We've got 223 to the front. 252, 249-ish. 15 mile an hour side. I mean, it's gonna be most of that 20 yards. It's probably gonna be a little short, maybe. I don't know, it's into the headwind. I don't know if the extremely firm fairway is going to kill it or if there's going to be a slope there. This is definitely a hole that I've had some mixed results with. I feel like we've kind of ran across this green a bunch. I just don't know, like, if we were to go full 259, 256, if we think we're going to lose 20 yards on this wind, that's 236. That's still beyond the hole. I don't think I can throw it in the air enough to stop it. Well, that cut it. It's out the back, right? Oh, wow. Okay. We're on 57 feet. 80% putt is not gonna be an easy task. What's going on, Yane? Get the birdie train going. We're gonna try. We got extremely firm fairways and greens, so it's gonna be tough out there. Kind of just a little bit of break the whole way. I mean, we'll see what happens on this. All right. That's 100. That's short. Nope, we got it. I played quite a bit of break because I thought there was some break the whole way. This definitely has a little bit more. No. That's the painful stuff. That's what I've started to miss in round 2, is I got those putts where then you start to overpower it and you don't get it. It's extremely firm. So this is where, like, I start to wonder, like, if I drive it, will we bound on up? Because I'm putting a lot of trust in my ability to hit the points. I thought about hitting the 316 carry. I couldn't remember how shaped this was. Okay, at least now we know that our shortened spinner is 27 yards. That's very important. 90% spinner is 27. Gonna play more like 25 or so up the hill. Extremely firm. That's 100. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, could have been birdie birdie. We'll still take par birdie. Hey, thank you, Jada. Yep, it's all about staying in the moment, taking these things one shot at a time. Front pin with a tailwind makes me want to carry it. If it was not a tailwind, I would probably not be trying to drive this down as far. But because it's a tailwind, I don't know. There's something about the lack of spin on the longer shot. Now, I've kind of put myself into no man's land because the extremes. Spinner would be way too short. $73. 71. Alright, we gotta 75% this. 77 is gonna be long. Should have aired on the short side. It's just tough because I felt like if I left myself... The extremely firms, I think, are what scared me, but maybe that wasn't something that should have been concerning. I feel like we're left to right at the start. If we're left to right at the start... Feels like we're left to right for a lot of it. Maybe the last little bit it straightens out. Ooh. I did make a little bit of an extra adjustment at the end there, so I think I had the right read. Hey, good evening, RJ. Okay. There's gonna be laying back that needs to be done. That might kick into the bunker. Or at least the rough. That's so close. That stings. Oh, and I missed the green. Extremely firm fairway. You can kiss that one goodbye. Ah. That's tough. That is tough indeed. So we're looking up at it. Definitely above the feet at the start. See, I think it breaks more to the right of this line once we get through the first couple feet, because you can tell by the little bit of texturing there. Hey, welcome back, Colby. That's tough, because I think the more that we aim to the right there, the more that it broke. Yeah, I mean, this course, it's a bit of a tough test because you're putting it on extremes. But without knowing the course super well, you know, we can definitely land ourselves in spots that kick us into the heavy rough and leave us just without that sense of control that we're used to. This is long. This is short. But I'm wondering if we try and, like, stick right of the hole. Closed it. And that's aggressive now. Because I was trying to go right of the hole and give ourselves a putt. But I turned that one over. Yeah, I mean, our average proximity to hole is not good. It is not good right now. Feels like it's right to left. It's left to right over there, but I think over at the hole. There maybe? I don't know. Turn. Don't tell me it was a straight putt. Don't tell me it was a straight putt, because that's where my initial instinct was. Okay, we gotta get something closer. We gotta get something closer. This doesn't really feel like the hole to do that on. We're gonna carry it close to pin high. Trying to leave it short and somehow like kill it bouncing up. I don't know if that's a thing on extremely firms, but okay. This is our best look that we've had in a while. We've already missed one good look. Dude, that's so tough, man. So tough mentally to have that happen. Put it to that close and then watch it just snap on you. Extremely firm, land it short and up the hill and let it work that way. Okay, come on. Eagle look. Gotta convert something. You gotta convert something, Colby. I'm seeing a little bit of right to left. Whoa. Just gotta get something to drop, man. Just gotta get something to drop. Alright. Put another eagle on the board. I gotta be a little bit more right, because it moves. It moves back left, and if I'm too far left, I feel like we're gonna extremely firm kick all the way right and into the rough. Start of the street, we've had a couple opportunities. We've had a few missed opportunities. You know, we're 3 under through 7, could be 5 under through 7. But honestly, I have to just kind of leave the misses behind and I'm gonna start over. At 100. It's 56 degrees, so I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I'm gonna push it though. There's the big bounce. We were in such a good spot without the push. Okay. Again, it's another look. This time from 9. That looks kind of flat at the start. That's saying breaks away. Oh, it does kind of start to peel. And it broke, but I read the subtleties of it. I like doubled it. I like doubled what that break was doing. Just because the one angle looked a little bit more textured. 185, look at this pin. That's a hill. We gotta cover, we gotta hit it to like 181 or so. Into that corner. How do we do that? Because this is gonna carry 194. And I mean, this wind... Gonna get it to like 188, 185, 179. It's so dangerous. Don't have much option. Try and punch it through. I mean, I gotta get it up the hill. I'm not up the hill. We're still short. 3 yards short. I still think a club up was long. Still think full 6 was long. %. That one did snap more. No, I tried to hit it further and somehow actually, gosh darn it. I tried to overhit that one and I managed to get rounded into the 42%. Ah man, this course, it's like, if you get the right read, it's fantastic, but man, if you are just off and like leaving yourself a putt, like, ever since the first round, like, my putt reads have just been not there. We've been missing so many short yardage situations. Put some loft on it, because I do think that this extremely firm nonsense gonna give us a pretty big bounce back there. Oh, maybe I... Oh, come on. I needed to just hit it stock. No, just one of those tournaments. I had the right read and I overhit it. had the right read and I overhit it. So many it's just so many missed opportunities. And by missed, I mean it's not crazy putts, but I mean that's the thing with True Sim. You can't see the green grids, and you know I don't prep and know where the pin placements are. You can decipher a little bit about these, but you know the higher green speeds definitely make things a lot tougher. I mean, what do you do? What do you do when that's how your misses are? Trying so hard to keep a positive mindset on it. Trying so hard to keep things mentally in check, but like, what do you do? You put yourself inside 10 feet and just repeatedly miss, it wears on you. 100% wears on you. I think I did this yesterday too. I think I did that exact same thing yesterday where I thought that wind was gonna play more. And it just didn't. Alright, I want to try something. I just want to show you guys how silly stuff like this is. Is it too cheesy? Is it too cheesy? Should we not do? Should we not do that? It's not too cheesy, Jada? It's like mild cheddar, schlong legs. What's going on, dude? How have you been? I don't know, I feel wrong about it. Yeah, because instead I could just play a lefty. Play a lefty fade to get access to all the easy shots. I don't know, does that take away my credibility if I start doing it though? I cannot for the life of me read anything in this putt. It's telling me left to right at the end, but like... I'm just gonna hit it straight. I'm probably gonna miss this putt, but like, I can't. Oh, man. Alright. Overpower takes the breakout just enough. Whatever works, Scott. No pictures on a scorecard. Yeah, but I stream it so people know what I'm doing. It's more so the, you know, the view of the people. Oh no, I double crossed. Were we ever gonna get there in 2? No. Okay. So I need a smart layup. That's such a tight fairway. How do you lay that up? How in the world do you lay that up? I'm gonna play a full 8-iron here, and my luck, I'm gonna get like just this really nice lie. Fly it. Yeah. You can hit a good shot, then go for it. People have changed left-handed players. Yeah, I know, yeah. The left-handed fade seems to be the meta. Alright, so what you're saying, we should do it again? Because, I mean, those are definitely closer than when I normally try and hit it. Probably 85 to 90. Yeah, I was playing it like 80, 85. I was playing more for the 85. It probably came out more like 90. Alright, well, we're at the point where we may as well. You know? This is where I landed in the last round as well. But rounds, I don't know what it was. I guess it was just the medium wins and we were able to kind of place it and really go after things. This round just hasn't been the same. Or the last 2 rounds just haven't gone our way. It is what it is. Crispian, thank you very much for the follow. Or the YouTube sub, rather. Appreciate it. And thank you everybody for watching on YouTube. And on Twitch. I mean, appreciate everybody being here. If you are watching on YouTube and you enjoy it, drop a like on the stream. It helps me out quite a bit. Play golf IRL? I do, JC. I don't, you know, I think like most golfers, never as much as you want to. Definitely for me, just not a lot at all, but I do try and play, yes. Of course. So close. I just came out just a little bit too clean, and we can try and chip one in. Uphill into a little bit left to right, which makes it kind of a straight. 5%. Of course, I pushed it. I think I have been on my chip transition, or I think I have been 2% under every time. I'm like a little bit over a 26, JC. End of last season, I just started to break 100 more consistently. Was flirting 97 to 103 kind of on average. That being said, I haven't played in like 9 months. I mean, I've gone to the range a couple of times as it started to get warmer here. I got my first round of the season this week on Friday, so we'll see how that goes. It'll be good. Good to get out. Still a little bit nervous just because I haven't played in so long, so it's definitely going to be rusty. It's a tough one because I don't think I can choke that down. Feels a little left to right. Maybe straightens out at the hole. It's also kind of straightish. I'm gonna put just like a touch on the left to right, but I feel like for the most part, it's straight push, a putt. Gosh darn it. Well, this tournament has been a bit of a conundrum. Like how we scored so well and then have not been able to score at all since. Because I don't even have the excuse of pressure day, it's just I can't seem to get anything to go. Can't seem to get anything to go. And like this is gonna be too short, right? Yeah, a little bit, Koof, but you know how I am. I'm a competitive guy, even if it's just me. You know, I wanna be as good as I think I can be. Yeah, definitely feel like I've got potential just in athleticism and knowledge and stuff, but you know, it's a sport that requires so much time. I gotta look and see what my proximity is round 2 and 3, because it can't be good. Oh, that broke the other way. Nice. Love when you can't see it. Oh boy. Alright, I mean, rounds 2 and 3 feeling more like, yeah, the major probably should. Alright. This is one that we probably shouldn't be able to get there into. But we can carry those bunkers. I'm gonna try and overpower the power drive. Pushed it. Okay. I mean, it's 317. We'd have to... I don't think we had the angle. Even if we wanted to. I'm gonna take a little bit more club just to make sure that we Just to make sure that we clear. I mean, I made the mistake yesterday of laying up into the rough and then not knowing my partial spinner distance, and that completely ate me up. I'm okay with this. If we go a little bit long, so be it. Oh, of course it's the... I got the fringe bounce. Just missed the fairway. Alright, left to right. That, like, I don't know why that looked to me like it had so much break, but it didn't. It didn't. Man. Fell off. Absolutely fell off after round one. What a perplexing scorecard. I want to look at the stats here before we jump into round four. I gotta look and see what our like proximity and putting stats are compared to round one, because round one is going to be the anomaly. This is the easiest conditions. 20-foot proximity, 9 for 9, 4 for 5, and 5 for 10. That long number is like the part that really stands out. Round two, I mean, what was it? 94% GUR, 100% fairway. So like so much control in round one. So much control in round one. Round two, we did not have near the control. Yeah, 27.6, 11 for 11, but then 6 for 9 and 1 for 10. A little bit more control. Proximity was a little bit worse. 15 for 16, 1 for 5, 2 for 11, 16. We just had 32 putts that round. No wonder it feels awful out there, because it is. 30 and 32. 30 and 32 after a 24 opening round. Yeah, I mean, when it goes, it goes. That was what we had, I think, in the round that we lost to Scud in the previous week. Or like the round that let us down in that. It was like, when our True Sim stuff doesn't go well, it is that. It is looking at, you're just staring 30 plus putts in the face. Can't let Stando beat me? I don't know. I'm a good player, but I'm not a great player, so you know, my ability to stay consistent with things is it's tough. It's tough. All right. Couple of orders of business. Just a reminder, streams are normal the rest of the week. We are off next week. We still have round 4 coming up, so don't go anywhere. Appreciate everybody hanging out. If you are new and you're watching over on, well, I guess it doesn't matter if you're new. If you're watching over on YouTube and you're enjoying, drop a like. Helps me out immensely. If you are new, you can drop a follow. You can drop a YouTube sub. Find your way back here in the future. And also, if you're new and you're watching on the vertical stream, we do have horizontal YouTube and Twitch as well if you are interested in other formats. There's no pressure. If you want to watch vertical, that's more than okay. Happy to have you here. All right, we're going to take a quick 2-minute break, and then we'll dive back into round 4 and see how we can wrap up. Yeah, this is just kind of showing that tomorrow at Oakmont for Platt is going to be is going to be real tough. But at least we'll be able to see our approach shots and the green grids and stuff. So can take solace in that. All right, I will be right back.
It's raining.
Ads. If you're a true sim player, don't put yourself too much. Easily top 10 all time. Well, yeah, it's one of those things. I'm just saying, like, as an overall. Like, I mean, between Sloaner and Scud in true sim, you know, that's just an uphill climb for anybody on any given week. And then you look back even further, there were a couple other guys that were really good that just don't play anymore. You know, they left by 2K23. No, I know I'm closer to the top in True Sim, but that not everybody plays True Sim. I'm sure if other guys played True Sim, they would surpass me, right? Like, some of that is better relative to field, some of that is also thinner field. That being said, I'm just talking about, like, as a whole, you know, I have never crossed at my peak the threshold into that upper echelon of players. And, like, when I say, like, I'm good, not great, I'm talking about it as a more holistic, just overall. Great players do not miss at the frequency that I do on the stuff that I do. I have really strong parts of my game, and I have glaring weaknesses. And, like, when you look at the overall picture of players, right, like, world number 1 versus number 2 versus 3 versus 4 versus 5 versus 10 versus 20, like, the displacement of consistency and skill is exponential. It is not a linear thing as you go down the ranks. And so, like, even at my best back in 21 of, like, hitting 20 or 19 or something like that for a little bit, like, I've always been more or less like a top 30, definitely a top 50, but a top 30 player. But even at that point, I am so far removed from the best. All right, high, extremely firms and fast again. It's just brutal. It's just brutal. I mean, I maximize the medium wins. I think some of it has been reads. And like, you have to be that much more precise. I think I've been off on, you know, on my side winds and things, and that's definitely also bit us in the butt a little bit. Right, we'll play a little fade, try and carry this bunker and get it down there. Ooh, that closed. Played it too far left. Ooh, no, nice kick. Goes straight through. Okay, come on, let's start round 2 with something a little bit better. I think this goes from right to left. Yeah, this goes from right to left. So we want to land it right of the green, or right of the pin and short. 57. That's 12 yards. 60. No, I'm gonna go with the 9-iron. I'm gonna go with the 9-iron. These have been quite rolly. These have been quite rolly. No. Colby. Colby. 2% under and closed. What a waste. What a waste. What a waste, what a waste, what a waste. Overswung it. Sometimes you get lucky. Plain and simple. The immediate defeat. Because, like, there's also that weird thing of, like, you get to a point, and I've been at this point for a while, where, like, you almost have to think highly enough of your gameplay that, like, if you mishit it, you're gonna miss. But that's not really the case with putting for me. Putting, my reads are so bad that I should assume nothing. Yeah, what's going on, Wyatt? That's a much better drive, input-wise. Oh, that ran so much. I knew there was the uphill. I was banking on that. But with the extremely firms, that just chases so far. Okay, if you were a chipper of the golf ball, extremely firm and fast, this would probably go too far, right? Was that 96%? Still push that. Sit. Oh, geez. Okay, so the touch was good. I just did not... As much as I felt like I was out to the right, I was very much so not out to the right. Stream every day. We stream Monday through Thursday. We start at 8 p.m. Eastern and go for 3 hours, give or take, sometimes closer to 4. Hey, what up, Salty Dog? Heard some bad things about the game, see me playing all the time. Worth the buy for you and the boys. I think it's very good. I would say that the best way, like, I enjoy it, but I also just enjoy challenging golf games, and just challenging games in general. I would say the best thing that you could do, and your buddies for that matter, there's a free demo. So if you take a look at PGA Tour 2K25 First Look, you can actually play around a bit, and I think you can get a few levels, and they carry over to when you actually buy the game. I would say if you're on the fence about it, wait for a sale. It should go on sale. Once it starts, it's gone on sale before. It should go on sale again and again and again. But I would say be on the lookout for sales and then give the demo a go. It's probably going to be your safest bet. I personally enjoy it. Now hit the fairway. We're going to try. We're going to try. There it is. Just carried the bunker. That's so close. Alright, little downhill, little into the wind. Ball's above the feet. It's gonna want to get left. Draw that way. Finally, something online. That took the weird physics spin away from the hole and away from the way it was going. Okay, we will take that. I have never gone hunting. I have never gone hunting. My uncles hunt. Or at least two of them do. My one uncle is actually pretty into bow hunting. But that's the only part of my family that really hunts. That kicks to the right is what we've learned. So if I lay it back, freaking front tuck, but maybe, I don't know, if I take driver, that's way too much. I think because of the wind, we can go 3-wood and comfortably carry that bumpier part. Not the push. It's drawn back a little bit. This is actually a flatter portion of fairway, so we should be okay. So note to self, do not get that far inside left. This actually put us inside 100. Choke shot. We're gonna have to shape some out of it because we do have wind. No, not the... I did it again. Did it again. Where I take off just enough distance to land it on the fringe of the fairway and get a worse bounce than if we just landed it on the green. I'm always flirting that line. I mean, that's how you get the better shots overall. It's just being able to make these. It's just being able to make these, man, and that's where I've... It's where I've been getting killed. I mean, so how does one tackle that and like get it right? I don't know. there's so little going on. And I feel like I've been getting screwed with straighter stuff. I don't know, I'm always on the wrong side of it, I guess is what it comes down to. Like, when I think it's straighter, it breaks more, and when I think it breaks more, it's straighter. And it's just like the perfectly wrong. I did not look at where that pin was. I should have looked to see that that's a front hole location. I went pure yardage. Got lucky. But it's this, like, I've got so little to go off of. Ball is maybe slightly above the feet. I mean, the pin is telling me that it also breaks right to left. I gotta go with just like the littlest bit. Like, this is one of those ones that just creeps. I'm gonna find a way to miss it just barely, because that's just how my putting has been today. The problem is not knowing which side that the barely miss is gonna happen on. It just sucks that, like, I can predict that that's gonna happen, and it feels like there's nothing I can do about it. So I don't know if it's like my putting stats are just... Some of it is so bad because I just put myself in the wrong spot so frequently. You know, I'm sure I'm just worse than average on putting in general, but that has to also be part of it, I would think. Got that one out towards center green. I think that's the right play, because up a club is probably out the back. But again, it's just like, keep putting yourself at these distances. Feels great when you're rolling them in. Feels really bad when you feel like you're on the other end of it and you're just helpless. Very hard to stay below the hole on Trusom and Platt. Probably not great at it. I have a feeling that some of it is placement, some of it is I don't know when to be aggressive and when not to be. The problem with my aggressiveness, like on putts, like obviously this one's not one to be aggressive, it's 20 foot downhill 2 inches. But you have to have the right read, because when you go aggressive, you're adjusting that read to be less. But I, a lot of times, can't be so aggressive that I don't give up the cup, right? Like, those are the best when you can just be aggressive enough that it can't break, but a lot of times there's enough break that you can't play it that way. So I don't know, I feel like I'm always in this conundrum. Oh no, Colby. Maybe was a decent read. Just completely overpowered it though. I think I had in my head 54%. I think I hit it 58%, so I was thinking of the 60% spot, not 55. Overdid it. The harder part too, Rio, is like without all of the practice rounds and stuff, because like we just show up and play, and I know that like that's also what Scud is doing. You know what I mean? Like it's not like Scud and Sloaner are. I know Sloaner has in the past like done scouting round stuff. I mean, some people, yeah, maybe he still does. I don't know. Yeah, we're going at it kind of blind, right? But knowing where below the hole is would also be quite useful. But like, I'm not gonna sweat out 4 practice rounds. You know, some of it's a stubbornness thing. Like, I want to be good enough to not need it. Nice. Tell that one didn't have too much going on. No way. That's a double miss. 176. That came out so clean. I thought I was just gonna get it into the bunker. Hey, Sabrina, welcome back. Want a new driver? Never owned one, just use your hybrids and woods. Ah, you're one of those disciplined off the tee kind of guys. Heavy rough. Spinner's gonna play. I mean, I think. Oh, what do you do here? We're showing off our new skills. I underswung it though. I don't know that I had a good shot there. That's kind of the thing. I don't know, maybe I could have tried the pitch. Maybe I could have tried to chip it. I felt like it was too much downhill and running away. Dude, I just... can't seem... I guess I gotta add... Maybe I gotta play it like 1.5 times break. I feel like I'm always off by that same amount. By a 95% lie? Yeah, I think I just read heavy rough and I assumed with the wind and everything, but I guess it just cut too much. And I should have played the 4-iron. Sometimes just get too cute with it. I go right, isn't it? It's not bad. We're on the right shelf. You just have to... You gotta convert stuff. I don't get it. I do not get it. Then you have ones like that that then don't break. I just... Round 1 must have just been extremely lucky on the putting front. Online rounds with friends? You can drive golf carts to find her? No, you can't. You can't. There's no golf cart. You can play with friends, but there's no golf carts involved. No, we're gonna miss by a foot again. Group ahead of you in proximity chat? That just, I feel like that turns into a completely different game than what this is. That just sounds like GTA Online golf. Oh, finally. Freaking finally, man. This has been such a mind-bending tournament. Such a mind-bending tournament. Just the way it started to the way that it's gone. You think DeChambeau can go back-to-back? Also, what's going on, Yeet? King of the Aces, welcome back. How we doing? Yeet, thank you very much for the raid, dude. Appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream. We are out here trying to wrap up our True Sim tournament for the week. Round 1 was incredible. It has been all downhill since. Yeah, these high winds on these wedges, I've been overreading them. I think I've been consistently overreading them by about 5 yards. Which way is this braking? Left to right? Okay. We go back to back. We go back to back. Scheffler's so good though. He is. I mean, it's gonna be a tough one out there, 100%. It is gonna be a tough one out there. Because it's gonna come down to accuracy, right? And like, I don't know. I don't know. This is why we play Sculptor. You know, for Scotty, it's gonna, a lot of it's gonna come down to, you know, he's been really great even when his best isn't there. But, you know, if your best isn't there, I feel like it's going to be really, really hard to get bailed out. Not the end of the world. I wasn't sure how that was gonna play. To be completely honest, the ball was so far below my feet, but it ended up actually playing a bit straighter. I don't know if that's because it was a pitching wedge, or because it was such a short shot compared to a long shot. How did I underswing that? Starting to find some putts. I mean, that was the thing in rounds 2 and 3 is like we would miss that every time and take a bogey. It's gotta be uphill to uphill. Just have to be at the back of this frontier. I don't know why I'm toggling that like it's... I think in my head I still thought I had room to roll it up. Am I really taking a 4-iron to that? Yeah, I'd been making some maybe not great calls. Making some maybe not great calls through the course of this. I mean, it is what it is, but... it's stuff like that where like you hammer it, but if you misread that, you're dead. Like you either miss it and you blow it way by and you have a terrible putt back. Yeah, it's been tough. That's 330 carry. I do not have that, so we're gonna go right of that bunker. Trying to figure out, we're going to the right of this bunker here. Push may have bailed us out there. I may have been trying to be like Icarus a little bit too much there. Getting a little too close to the sun. So what, do you get this at the front of the green and chase it back? Let's see here. 28, 23, definitely closer to like 20. Okay. It's extremely firm with the tailwind, so I'm not gonna do too much with the overpower, just go at it. That's it. That's it. That's puttable. That's puttable. Little right to left. Maybe a little bit more at our feet. No, just snapped. Just absolutely snapped. Horrible attempt. Oh, man. What's going on, Tim? How are you doing? It's just so hard to read the greens. So hard to read them. I think even the choke shot here is gonna have too much. Pretty uphill though. Choked, and then maybe let's just play it the 95% choked. And that was a little more underpowered than maybe I wanted to be. I think I needed to be less powered still. This is kind of the thing of like, is this a good place to be? Yeah, there's something to be said about having a 2-putt. But also, this is your 2-putt. There's a little right to left towards the end, but I feel like the uphill to this has to be so much more left to right. Then the right to left is going to be at the end. 77%. Not as much power as I thought I was going to have to put on it. Probably because I didn't reset my shot and my power was partialed. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Just a big old dummy. Let's try and make a crazy 2-putt then. Nice! Nice! Yeah! Yeah, do that! What am I doing with my life? 7% overpower? What am I looking at? I think what happens there, it must be a depth perception thing. That, like, mid-50s power I have missed pretty consistently. I think it starts to come up, and it gets to, like, the 60s, and I think my brain has a hard time processing the depth perception on the, like, transition from it, the swing being more back to more up. I think I lose the power in there. If I had to make, like, the most educated guess I can as to what is happening, I think that's what's happening. Everything looks so left to right, that's why I played it out here. Will this play as a nice bowl to the hole? Plays as a pretty nice bowl to the hole. Come on, 2 more holes. Use the full camera angle for putting? I use whatever that default position is. I used to do the top one, but I've gone to the more zoom because I felt like I was... At some point, I determined that I felt like I was reading putts better that way. Not that I've ever read putts well, but you know. You try and play into any sort of placebo that you can. That wind did not play. I think wide is default. So which one is full? Because I used to putt from this. Is this wide? I think it would just throw me off at this point, to be honest. Hey, what's going on, Weavy? How have you been, man? Yeah, it's been a tough week. We had the really good round 1, which I think just set expectations of like how the course was gonna play and how I was gonna play way, way, way too high. Ball's below the feet to start this thing. Let's below. That's below for a lot of it, I feel like. Because I think I have a lot of it, the eye test, like, down pretty well. My big crux seems to be, at least today, like those mid 50s. All right, this is just a layup. Yikes. Say just a layup, it's awful. Nice. Nice, love that for me. I think what I'm getting out of this is the fades out of the rough are pretty nasty. I know that's like a stupid thing to be stating, but seems like a pretty good lie. I don't know, I use the way that my feet are aligned a lot, and I'm like seeming to abandon that on those last couple of like rough lies. Yeah, we got a bad lie anyway, even though despite the push. Alright, just get me out of here. Just get me out of here. One of those tournaments that just everything fell apart. That's 27. I see, the thing is I don't know what to play with this. $94, like are we gonna fly this? I can't tell where the aim is. That's the thing. I know that we're at 27 here. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't. Uh, 14 under in round 1. We didn't even match it through 3 more rounds. At least we shot round 4. Rounds 2 and 3 were horrendous. Hey, I'm just seeing your stream streak now, guy. I appreciate you, dude. I mean, it was, we saw what it was. Miss fairways to miss greens to miss, horrific miss putts. Stando and I were at the top there on round 4, but I don't know, I want to see what round 4 stats looked like. Less control on that. Our proximity wasn't great, but we made some more putts. 5 out of 7 and 3 out of 12, or 4 out of 12. It's 28 putts. It's better than 30 and 32 or whatever we had. Yeah. 30 and 32. Started to make a couple more. It was just tough. I think our side wind reads on the high winds, we were just missing them. And so then I was missing greens. We were missing putts by small margins over and over. We had so many putts that like just broke low on us. And it's like, when you're talking about really subtle amounts of break, it's really tough to get it right. Like when you're just visually looking for subtle break. You know, because when you play with grids, you'll see that like the line is moving and you can kind of go, okay, like I do need to really play this outside the cup a few, because it doesn't take, the thing is, even at like 5 to 10 feet, it doesn't take a lot to have to get outside the cup. And so it's an educated guessing game. We were on point on approach, and then able to capitalize a lot on round one. The rest of the tournament, we just couldn't play to that same precision. And even when we did have opportunities, we were missing them. So it was like, yeah, just a rough go of it this week. Overall, I mean, still not like, when you look at it in the grand scheme of things, like, not the worst performance. Obviously, we look at, like, our potential, and especially our potential after round one, and it's, you know, it's very discouraging, but I don't know, where are we right now? Like, it's still going to be a top 10. You know, all we can do is look to the next round. I got to still try and figure out some things for putting. I mean, I don't really know with True Sim how to do that, because you're trying to read the most subtle of things. But yeah, we're sitting 5th right now. I mean, Rio's got to finish and knock us out. We're T5 with Scud. Yeah, I mean, Scud, Stano, myself had the best rounds there at the end, but you look at those two middle at 58, 70, 69, 64. I mean, even if you give me 64s on those, right, that's 6 and 5, that's 11 more strokes, that puts us at 11 or at 38. I know that's asking for a lot, but it's just, I'm just saying, like, just shows you that it, how left out there it was. Drew some out of the way early. I don't know. I like kind of building up to Plat. Yeah, I feel like if I came out with Plat and then played True Sim, it just doesn't pack the same punch. You know, Plat's the more meaningful cut. It's Wednesday night. Like, I play it the other way. But it is what it is. I could also blame that it's freaking hot in here and I'm like sweating profusely. I'm sure that doesn't help. It's not really a good excuse. I don't know that it's actually affecting anything, but you know what? I gotta find whatever excuses I can. You know? Whatever we can do to try and justify what happened this week. Oh, man. Alright, well, I look forward to the post-stream shower. Freaking make it cold and try and feel better. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I appreciate you all hanging out, spending your evening with me tonight. We've got 2 more streams left this week. We've got 8 p.m. tomorrow as well as Thursday. We are out of town next week. So just a reminder on that. Before we go, if you're new and you enjoyed, drop a follow, drop a sub, find your way back here. If you really liked it, you can join the Discord to really keep up with any changes to the stream schedule and go in live notifications. No pressure, though. If you did enjoy and you're watching on YouTube, drop a like on your way out. It helps me out so much. YouTube is but an algorithm-fed thing based on people's interests, right? So if you tell them you like it, they'll try and tell other people about it. But we're gonna go get out of here, go find somebody to say hello to. And then, yeah, we're gonna get going. It's always the hard part. Always the hard part of the stream is figuring out where are we going next. Probably should keep it to somebody that we know, yeah. Alright, I know that we've been on a roll of hosting Seamount on Tuesdays, but this one we'll excuse because it's his 11-year anniversary of streaming on Twitch. And our 9-year is like tomorrow? or Thursday. I don't actually remember. I'm trying to do some research, which I'll probably do some more research after this to try and remember exactly when we started. But yeah, we've been streaming for like 9 years this week, which is kind of crazy. Kind of way too much time. But yeah, let's go say hi to Seamount. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye!